Alrighty, we got WWE Raw on Netflix, airing Monday, February 3rd, 2025. Let's see what's going on here with this. The live stream was 2 minutes, 28, 2 hours, 28 minutes, 14 seconds. Now, they later, 2 days later, by Wednesday, they edited it down to 1 hour and 54 minutes. I'm giving you the version of what the full, uncut, complete version of what happened that night, if you don't mind. So here we go. Your announcers were Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. The show was filmed in Cleveland, Ohio at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse with 13,472 announced as being in attendance. All right, first segment. The show opened up with the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble match, Jey Uso, confronting the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. Up next, we have a segment, a pre-recorded video by John Cena announcing that he will be one of the 6 competitors in the Men's Elimination Chamber match at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event taking place on Saturday, March 1st, 2025. Our first match of the night is Mexican luchador legend Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser, and Penta had a solid, decisive win after doing his move where it looks like he's ripping his opponent's shoulder out of the socket, followed up by his finishing move, the Penta Driver. And this match happened because if you watch the Men's Royal Rumble, Penta had thrown out, Ludwig Kaiser in only 6 seconds. No sooner did he get in, Kaiser get in, he was thrown right out of there. So it's like, once I saw that, I'm like, oh, they're probably going to follow that up with a match on Raw, and that's what they did. All right, up next, let's see. What happened after that? Let's see. Michael Cole then talked about how JD McDonough is currently out of action due to his match last week on Raw, where he suffered fractured ribs as well as a punctured lung. And let's see. This is a match where JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio battled the WWE World Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. Michael Cole did not have any type of estimate for when JD McDonough may be well enough to return to action. The next segment was Charlotte Flair, who returned to action for the first time since December 2023 due to injuries, and she returned at the Royal Rumble, and let's see, she won the WWE Women's Royal Rumble match, and everybody just booed her when she came out, and she was booed the entire time she was out there. Then Rhea Ripley, the WWE Women's World Champion, came out and confronted Charlotte Flair and said, I'm begging you to pick me as your opponent, for WrestleMania 41, so that I'll be able to beat the hell out of you. And here's where they advertised a new weekly WWE show on the cable channel Arts and Entertainment, A&E, that will air every Sunday starting on February 16th, 2025. It's a show similar to WWE Tough Enough called WWE Legends and Future Greats, and you'll often see it abbreviated as WWE LFG, and it'll be on Sundays at 8 p.m. You'll get to see people trying to get into the wrestling business, working with WWE legends like The Undertaker, Booker T, Bubba Ray Dudley, and Mickie James. And that will be followed by other weekly WWE shows on A&E, like WWE Rivals, and then a third WWE show called WWE's Greatest Moments each Sunday night on A&E. Next, we come to match number 2 of this episode of Raw, and that was Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day, versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Here, Logan Paul came out and distracted Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, which allowed Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods to get the upper hand. Logan Paul was doing this because he has a match on Raw next week against Rey Mysterio. Logan Paul then got right in Rey Mysterio's face and started giving him an attitude. He started, grabbing Rey Mysterio's head. So Rey Mysterio, he just, shoved Logan Paul over and knocked him right on his ass and outside the ring. And then later on, Logan Paul attacked Rey Mysterio and interfered in the match, leading to Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods getting a win off Kofi Kingston, or getting a win when Kofi Kingston pinned Rey Mysterio after Kingston did his finishing move, the Trouble in Paradise. Michael Cole then talked about Roman Reigns being currently out of action due to injury from Seth Rollins curb stomping his head into the steel ring steps at the Royal Rumble. Michael Cole did not have an estimate on when Roman Reigns may return from injury. He only said that Roman Reigns will be out for the foreseeable future. Next, we have match 3 on this episode of Raw, and that was a match to qualify for one of the 6 spots in the Women's Elimination Chamber match on March 1st of 2025. And this match was Io Sky versus Liv Morgan with Raquel Rodriguez. And earlier in the show, Liv Morgan did a blindsided attack on Io Sky backstage to try to increase her chances of winning here. Then, during the match, at 2 separate points, Raquel Rodriguez distracted Io Sky when she was trying to do moves off the top rope onto Liv Morgan. And at this point, Rhea Ripley, the WWE Women's World Champion, had enough with Raquel Rodriguez getting involved in the match, and she came out and started attacking Rodriguez, and because Rodriguez had attacked Ripley earlier in this show backstage. Now, Liv Morgan then grabbed a hold of Rhea Ripley's hair, and Rhea Ripley, swung around and punched Liv Morgan right in the face, which led to Liv Morgan winning by disqualification and getting one of the spots in the Women's Elimination Chamber match as a result. This led to Rhea Ripley feeling like crap because she came out to stop Raquel Rodriguez from getting involved in the match, but it backfired as now Io Sky lost her opportunity to be in the Elimination Chamber match as a result. And Ripley tried to apologize to Io Sky for what had happened, but Io Sky ended up stomping off, very upset about how the whole thing went down. Up next, Michael Cole talked about a new weekly WWE show called WWE Evolve that will premiere on March 5th, 2025, exclusively on the streaming site Tubi, which will feature newer, up-and-coming wrestlers who are new to WWE who hope to eventually get on the NXT roster, the Raw roster, and SmackDown roster. I had read about this show being in the works back in December, and I figured it would be on the Peacock streaming service, but so much for that. Basically, the show would take it's be kind of like this show is taking the place of WWE NXT Level Up that aired its last episode on December 27th, 2024. Looks like the newer wrestlers will be in matches with the NXT wrestlers on this show. A new episode of WWE Evolve will drop each week on Wednesdays, and which is Tubi's it's a free streaming site, but then you have to deal with the commercial breaks, ruining the momentum of the show. And, which I'm really disappointed about the show being on Tubi instead of being on Peacock. Because, at least, okay, with me having been watching it on, like my subscription to Peacock. I don't got to deal with the commercials, and all that. And now it's like, who knows? They could be going on commercial break every like 3-4 minutes, killing the flow of the show. Well, up next on this episode of Raw, we had General Manager Adam Pearce. He announced that AJ Styles has officially been transferred from the SmackDown roster to the Raw roster. And in the next segment after that, Seth Rollins is out in the ring before the main event of the show, trying to motivate Sami Zayn in his upcoming match with CM Punk. Seth Rollins tells Sami Zayn about how CM Punk's talking about Sami Zayn, saying that Zayn isn't on Punk's level. And Rollins says that, yeah, Zayn, that's true. Punk's not on Zayn's level because Zayn is a genuinely good person, whereas CM Punk is a scumbag. So, yeah, Zayn is far above CM Punk's level because of that. And then we have the next match here, and that's match 4, which is a match to qualify for one of the 6 spots in the Men's Elimination Chamber match, and that is Sami Zayn versus CM Punk. And officials had Seth Rollins go to the back before this match started so that he wasn't getting into some big war with CM Punk, since those two were feuding with each other. And in this match, CM Punk got a solid, decisive win with his finishing move, the Go to Sleep. So he'll be one of the entrants in the Men's Elimination Chamber match on March 1st, 2025, along with John Cena. After the match, Kevin Owens went completely psycho. He came out for no reason, started attacking his best friend, Sami Zayn, in the ring. And with that, the show went off the air. For whatever reason, this was the first week since WWE Raw has been on Netflix where the show seemed to keep having technical issues. I mean, at least on my end, I noticed the sound and picture cutting out about 30 times at least, if not more than that, for about 1 to 2 seconds at a time. Seemed to kind of happen in spurts. And when I rewound the show and watched those same parts again where the sound and picture kept cutting out, it was still going out in the same spots anyway. So it seemed like, it wasn't like it was a problem with, on my end with the cable company or whatever. It seemed to be a problem with the actual recording itself. So hopefully that's not going to be an ongoing issue with these episodes of Raw on Netflix. Anyway, if this video resonates with you, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Talk to you again after a while.